in the grand scheme of the story of New York. But Kofi still hasn't really traveled that much. He's going to be joining us at Genesis 6 at the end of the month.
I need a calendar. I gotta get a calendar with these things.
Here at AON, we keep everyone up to date on everything that's going on in Smash. I got you. Don't worry.
This is good stuff. I mean, like you said, Mr. E not here tonight, but it's a really nice opportunity for a lot of these players to, like you said, players like Kofi's. Yeah. I mean, he just beat Flores. I mean, that's
and it is worth noting this week's Sunday on, so the AON we hold on Sunday. Kofi and Mr. E had gone through 15 grueling games.
Wow.
Fighting each other, Falco versus Marth. And not one of those games did it look like there was a definitive winner from start to finish.
Wow, so a lot of back and forth.
A lot of back and forth. If MDVA has any Falcos, I would feel bad for them. But we don't got to worry about that character for the time being. We're going into a bit of a classic matchup character-wise, but this is going to be losers round 9, so super deep in. It's going to be Gen Game Stocktaker versus Why Do Bad Things Happen to Good People.
This is losers round 9?
We're deep, my man.
I mean, come on. I'm really happy to see this because we've seen a lot of this from Stocktaker. First set, he goes in with the Wii Fit trainer, tries to pick up a cheap win. Obviously, go with the character, but tries to pick up a win. And then he says, you know what? Either I'll win 2 with the Wii Fit and it'll be over, or you take 1, I'll go to Villager, change the style pace on you, and win that way. But this time, he's just going right in with the Villager. He's not worrying. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this is a button check.
Right.
So, what's worth noting is that this matchup used to be the matchup that had single-handedly forced villagers to quit the game or quit the character.
In 4.
In Smash 4.
But Cloud was insane.
Cloud was near genocidal to Villager and many other high-standing zoning characters. A lot of characters were completely decimated of their representation because of how much of a powerhouse Cloud was. However, the character's been a bit neutralized. His nair isn't nearly as oppressive. His up air doesn't pick up on frame 4 off of a short hop anymore. Which,
wow.
If I showed you the hitboxes, you would think this game was madness. You would question how people survive Smash 4. The point being is that this matchup is far more doable. And in history, Stocktaker was already fairly comfortable with the matchup. Like, he was one of the few who stuck around with the character and figured, I'm not going to complain, I'm not going to switch, I'm going to figure out how to make it work.
That's
and
impressive.
He did. And so now, he's rewarded by a far more even matchup, where Cloud has the capabilities of zone breaking, and he can do so very well. But it's a lot harder to break that zone because Villager's a very mobile zoner. He sets up where he wants to put out his projectiles, but you can never really plant the thumb on where he's going to sit up next.
One of the things I noticed about Cloud is that his moves come out fast. They just hit the screen extremely quick. And it doesn't really matter if his moves, you're right, they have gotten a little bit worse, but due to the fact that they've come out so fast, really, the character's still very good is the point there. The character's still very good.
Oh, he is.
You know?
Like, definitely do not sleep on Clouds. We did just spend a considerable amount of time showing, like talking about how this matchup's a lot better for Villager, but Cloud's still a powerhouse. You can already see that in the percentage here. You can see that Waidu has not once given up control of the ledges whenever he has to fight the battle at the ledge. And he's not getting as much off of the limit, but it's those aerial normals that you gotta worry about. And out shield limit climb hazard, taking the first stock. Really good response to someone who's as jump heavy as Stocktaker.
Stocktaker here trying to, actually has to battle on back now. Wants to put out the tree, puts up a little blockade, and that forward air coming out from Cloud is just so nice. Or was that the nair?
So, as far as aerials are going, you're going to see back air. That's that quick chop. A lot of raw back air is going to come out because it's super good. It pokes shields. It's very safe to put out. It's quick.
Right.
It's a great move. It's always been a great move, but it's definitely the standout aerial for Cloud's kit as of now.
Okay.
But one thing I want to highlight about what Waidu's been doing that I feel is actually genius is whenever he's running at Stocktaker, as he loses the stock right there, he's been ducking a lot. And you're probably noticing Cloud ducks, he doesn't have to worry about the forward air or back air pressure. The arc of the forward air and back air slingshot, it has that little bit, like the apex of it is at that close to mid-range. Stocktaker would have to be at max distance to poke at that crouching Cloud.
Wow.
So Waidu is being very aware of where he's positioning himself in this fight. But as the second stocks go on for these two players, it seems like Stocktaker's trying to be a little bit more aware.
Nice DI coming out from Stocktaker. He'll make it back onto the ledge here. WDBT able to charge up a 3/4 of the limit after just using that neutral B limit break. And I mean, Stocktaker done a great job, honestly, of battling back. He already has 65% here. Back onto WDBT, and he's playing the ledge game great, Stocktaker is. But he's still sitting on 150 himself, and really, WDBT can eliminate him. Here's the limit break once again. WDBT looking to put it on the screen. That neutral B is always an option.
All right, Sapling half watered. He's forced to use it for recovery.
Right.
And another Nair. Such a good get-off-me tool. And now that George doesn't have to really worry about Cloud's own Nair to just completely invalidate it, we're seeing a ton more in this match. It just goes to show how important of a tool it is to have it have a combo breaker like Nair.
It's like the mini Bowser Nair. I mean,
it is. It's that cartwheel.
That cartwheel, exactly. And I mean, yeah, go ahead.
It's a big hitbox. If you had a visualization of it, it is all of Villager. It is like a force field.
Right. But nice punish there coming out from WDBT. Read it, blocked it, and WDBT pushing it out there. And a running smash once again. Limit break on deck. Neutral B looking to come out maybe. There it is. Nice block though from Stocktaker, but the spacing was in WDBT's favor.
All right, that's unfortunate.
Really big mishap there for WDBT. Charging the limit break once again. Stocktaker getting back onto the ledge here. 3:37 remaining. Stocktaker at 70%, but that's really not that big of a deficit compared to what he's faced so far in the set. Nice delay there from Stocktaker on the attack.
And the pressure just keeps on building up. All of a sudden, WDBT can't find his way off the platforms. Very big change from earlier in the game, but Stocktaker's rolling with the momentum. Gonna force the ledge situation, threatens with an empty hop. And now that Sapling almost watered. Axe is gonna be close by if he can get that tree watered. Battle's gonna find itself right back there. Sapling dies out. Stocktaker's gotta put more effort if he wants that as a kill option. But he's gonna have to get himself on the ground first. WDBT does not want to deal with it. Ooh. Kills with the back air, and game one's gonna go to WDBT.
Wow, after all that, Stocktaker starts battling back, gets WDBT up to about 82%. And you see Stocktaker playing with an unrelentless confidence once he gets you off the stage in the air. When he's able to set up, put the homing missile on the screen, and then set up with the little slingshot shots, it's very hard to get back in on him. He has a nice strategy set up around that. As he's debating around this Wii Fit trainer, I don't know about this one. Feels like this is going to be a better matchup here.
We'll see what happens.
A lot riding here.
I'm always a believer in Stocktaker's version, but we'll see if Wii Fit has what it takes. Character has a lot more kill power than she did previously. This was another character that struggled with Cloud. I mean, we already didn't see enough Wii Fits before Cloud, but he certainly helped keep the population low. Game 2 bringing us to Town and City, though, I think is the easier aspect to take away from this in that big stage. Lots of platforms. There's going to be a portion where there's no platforms, and that's going to be Stocktaker's real opportunity to slow the match down. But we'll see what happens as we go. A few strings here and there are letting Stocktaker get away with some damage.
I think Stocktaker also really wants to go for the range game here a little bit more. Not just so much with projectiles, but more with limb and reach, because that is one of the advantages there. We see Stocktaker getting a little bit more success so far. Nice timing there for Stocktaker. Power of the sun.
Yeah, you're going to see plenty of that, man.
Very good move. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she has a crawl. Probably the strangest of all of the crawls in Smash.
And that's that range I was talking about. On the limb, Stocktaker wind up getting WDBT off the first stock here early, and he's already got 80, only sitting at 100%, can still get some extra credit here.
Yeah, and another important thing to, all right, you're an animal, WDBT. I think to note when it comes to the percentage game in Wii Fit Trainer is that it's never really certain. She's going to be healing percentage. Every time that she gets a deep breathing off or a sun salutation fully charged, she heals a percentage. And 1 or 2, that doesn't really make a difference. But if Stocktaker slows this match to a halt, all of a sudden, 1 becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 4, all of a sudden, Stocktaker gets away with enough healing, there's a chance that he can get himself out of those dangerous percentages. If there was a time where WDBT could just barely kill him, may not have been able to, but we don't have to worry about that as coming careening down with a down air. Ties up the stock count, but maybe not for too long. The Stocktaker keeps the pressure up.
Stocktaker using those soccer balls to keep the pressure in the air onto Cloud, but an invulnerability will allow Cloud to dodge that. But WDBT sitting at 146 on his second stock. Stocktaker's only at 50, but he's eating a little bit of damage here from WDBT, but that's gonna do it. Second stock to Stocktaker. WDBT coming on his final here. Nice up B punish.
Climb Hazard is and always has been a good tool just as a get off me. It's super laggy, so if you whiff it, you're eating a fat punish. But WDBT has always had really good timing with utilizing that. I'm surprised he's only like just now started to utilize it, but nonetheless, he's taking the reins as we get ourselves into last stock and
short hop back air. Ooh, reading the ledge attack.
Dangerous. This is a good back air.
There it is. Sets it up once again, but Stocktaker gonna punish there. Nice block from the limit break, neutral B by Stocktaker, and WDBT just like that, out to 90% already here, Hangman.
And now with no platforms, this is gonna be a very interesting situation for WDBT to deal with.
Oh, WDBT's in trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't have as much room to run away from, and he has to deal with.
Oh, that's an earn, that's it!
Oh, God, he put his entire arm into it.
Oh, the forward tilt there coming out. And not only that, you know, sometimes the run smash comes out, but he ran, stop, forward tilt, big punish. Stocktaker bringing it back, clearly showing us that switching over to the Wii Fit Trainer was the right decision there.
Now, part of me's curious to see if this is going to stay Cloud for WDBT.
Where else is he going?
I almost believe he could switch to a main. Just because it's such a strange matchup. He's going to stick it with the Cloud. I honestly don't blame him, but I feel like he's got to take a different approach to the matchup now, just because
I mean, it was one stock apiece, though. I mean,
he kept it close, but it was really just like good reads. The entire tempo of the match was dictated by Stocktaker and his pressure with Wii Fit.
No
Whether
question.
or not it was projectile game or Stocktaker on the hunt coming in with his aerials, it was all on his call.
you know, this is one, I mean, wow, that move 20% on the up B. He's got to be careful, though. Like you said, very unsafe, and that was the reason why he lost that last set, because he went for that and got punished, even though he was high in percentage already. Let's see how he fares here in this second one. WDBT knocking Stocktaker off the map here. He'll get that final limit break charge up right off a parry. He's playing that ledge. Oh, but he'll waste the forward B attack.
All right, this is Stock's time to shine. He's got the juggle situation up. Unfortunately, Wii Fit doesn't have the best for juggling a character like Cloud, but these out-of-shield back airs doing a great job from Stocktaker being able to safely poke away.
Stocktaker is so much different in this game now. Oh, that's gonna hurt! Up B! We'll see you later, Stocktaker! Night-night, 70% for WDBT, but that was a big elimination on the Stocktaker. He's got his work cut out for him. And right now, Hangman, real quick, Stocktaker is 3 for 3 on up B, and so far it's working perfectly. 4 for 4.
Yeah, no, WDBT's been putting such great use into Climb Hazard, whether or not it's the regular version, just as the get-off-me tool, or Limit as an out-of-shield kill option. It's just that potent of a move, and it's something that people have had to deal with in the past, and it's just one of those tactics that works out really well. Coming into the second stock for Stock, though, and he's got to WDBT at decent enough percentages. It's all a matter about if he can end this out.
Forward tilt, almost getting it away. Here's that power-up coming out for Wii Fit Trainer. Looking to put away Stocktaker.
Yeah, I like that. Trying to fish around with the reverse hitbox or forward tilt, that pops right up.
Oh, that's going to be a punish, though. WDBT. Stocktaker still an entire stock behind. He's got to get an elimination. 151 on Cloud, but he hasn't been able to get it yet. Uh-oh, here's that limit break. Ooh!
He dropped down deep for that.
And got back up. Stocktaker looks like he's going home.
Yeah, this is rough for Stocktaker right now. He's got to figure out a way to end out that stock without taking a lot of damage. I feel like he has to play this a bit more camp because he's like rushing in for the kill.
Trying to get that knockout.
And Wii Fit doesn't have the hitboxes to really do that. We see forward air as the option from Stocktaker, but you probably noticed that these are some. Oh, he's just not feeling it.
Wow, he is not feeling it. Ooh! The rage!
Unfortunate.
The rage! That hurts. That hurts. You're trying really hard. You have a great second set. Amazing adaptation.
And it's going to allow WDBT to
WDBT?
advance further on into the losers bracket. That should put him in losers quarterfinals, I believe. Yeah, they're going to put him right back on the stage. We're going to figure out where he's going for this. Oh, word? All right. All right, ground control. What's coming up next? Oh, this. All right, now I'm hyped.
Good match.
I was a bit sad, boys, for seeing.